Okay, guys, so I said that I was with a client today, and I'm going to show you the trade that he tried to make. And if you're on Robinhood, I'm sorry that Robinhood's not very good. I suggest, I'm going to suggest to you just like I suggest to him, E-Trade, TD Ameritrade. It's better. It's better. You pay for what you get. When you pay for Robinhood, you don't pay anything. So, anyways, we're going to go over TEUM. And this was a runner this morning. I mean, this is the 5-day chart, 5-minute, 5-day chart. I'm going to go to 1 minute, and I'm going to show you basically what I saw. And it's really pretty simple. You saw this was back there, and I had a comment yesterday on my video, which I appreciate the comments, I appreciate the feedback, so I want to go into more details why I didn't make this trade today. I told you I wasn't trading, but the client that I was with basically tried to make this trade, but he was on E-Trade and it didn't go through, but he was on the right track. And I walked him through this and basically explained it to him. So this is support and resistance. So there was, let's go back to the 5-minute chart. And this is exactly what I told him as it was happening. So you have this, it had this big run up a little while ago, and this one right here, this will become resistance or support at one point, and it did right in here. Not when I was trading it, but the bigger one was right in here. So we're actually going to delete this line, maybe if it'll allow me to, and then we're going to go back to the 1 minute, 1 day chart, 1 day, 1 minute, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to zoom in right here. Actually, I want to zoom in even further. I want to come in right here because this is all we watched it for, just this short period of time. And we didn't even actually watch it all through here. We were going through scanners, and this one actually didn't even hit a scanner for me. It is in the percent change gainers on TD Ameritrade, but it was just on my watch list. I don't know why. It can be from the other day or whatever the case may be, but it was on here. So we were looking at it, and we saw that it had a nice run up. It was consolidating. It bounced off this, went back up. So I figured this, and it almost came down to this, but it didn't quite. But then it did bounce off that. So I always go with the lowest point. So that's what we went with, this 297 point. And that became support. And every now and then, support is broken just barely. So it'll go down, and then it'll go back up. So what we looked at here is the first couple minutes I do not trade unless something is just going up, 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 and up, and then pull back, and then up, up, up again. But you got to make sure that that kind of stuff's going to happen. Like, it is a little risky. It's just one of those things, like, you got to feel it. But this one, why I told him to get in at this 297 to $3 range, and that's because it fell here, and we were both watching it, and it spiked up. It ended up spiking into 310, and I told him to get in right in here, I believe. Maybe it wasn't. No, because we watched this, and I told him wait for a pullback, and then it pulled all the way back down to 297, right where I said almost. 296 is what it looks like it actually pulled down to, and then it just took off, and his Robinhood trade did not go through. So once again, why I would have entered at 297, $3 was because support was right here. Now, if it would have cleanly broken it, it would have been a short probably all day, but it did keep it, and then it kind of fell back down and gained support again up here, from up here. And that was the other line. Maybe it was the other line. Not sure. Anyways, but I trade support and resistance, and I say that because it works. It is the easiest thing to learn. It's the easiest thing to teach people how to do. And that's what my course goes over. And it works. I mean, yes, patterns help, but learning where support and resistance are definitely is a big, big thing. So if you can find support and actually get in during it, sometimes you'll lose and it'll fall, and you just cut losses very quickly. I preach that. Cut losses quickly, but once again, it could just break support just barely. Maybe it comes down, say, usually my risk level is about 10 to 15 cents, and then it just comes up. But usually you know when things are going to fail, when things are going to go up, I feel like, or at least I can now being in the market as much as I am. But this one took all the way up to 390 or 339, not 390. But anyways, it didn't really matter a lot. Like you can see, it ended up breaking back down. I don't know where it's at right now. It says it's 320, so it ended up coming back up after this failure. But you could have shorted it again, and it would have fell. But that wasn't really the play that I was looking for. That's not really the play that I saw. I saw the play that was a long, and you can make this right here. So overall, why I got into it, support, why I liked it is because it was this pattern. When you get things that are running in the morning and then they kind of fall, dip back up, fall, and then it's usually pretty quiet right in here 10 to 15 minutes before the market opens, and then it starts. As soon as that market opens, it may take 30 seconds to get moving, but it starts moving very quickly. As you saw, it has volume in here, and this basically we nailed it. We didn't end up making any money off of it because his Robinhood account failed him today. It did fail him today. I'm not gonna lie, Robinhood, you failed, but definitely a step forward for him, and he sees it now. He's seeing what I'm seeing, and that is really the biggest part about this. Right now, it looks like there's some news out. There was news at 5, and then there was news at 8 a.m. And now it looks like there's 11 and noon, 12:30, and then 12:44 again. But some of these are just saying that they're moving. Final FOMC minutes for 2017, whatever. But this works. I cannot preach that enough. Support and resistance, if you can learn those, you can learn how to trade the mornings. And that's what's most volatile. The first 30 minutes of trading is the most volatile, it seems like. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any more questions on what happened in this, I will definitely answer them in the comments. So definitely drop a comment. Please smash that like button, guys. I'm trying to grow this, trying to get more, trying to help more and more people. So definitely like this. I prefer you even share it for all I care. But please hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.